Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be checking out episode 1168 of One Piece. Super excited to get into this. This should be another one just that's a treat to be able to watch and get to see these moments adapted. Other than that, I just want to let you guys know that we won't have an episode next week. Instead, we will be getting One Piece Heroines, the special episode adapting the light novel, at least a chapter of the light novel. So that'll be really exciting to see as well, and I will be watching that next week. So just a little bit of a upcoming warning. Other than that, I don't want to waste too much more time. Get right into this episode. If you are new to my channel, this is more of a watch along than a reaction. So if you'd like the full audio or video, you can sync up with your own copy of the episode. If not, you can see it blurred behind me and read the subtitles below me to follow along. I'll just give us a countdown and we can get right into this episode. Three, two, one, start. Alright, let's get it. I also, I forget, I think I posted it on my community post, but I picked up the One Piece Ace light novel as well. Um, I'm I could only get the one chapter in person, so I'm waiting for the other one to come in the mail, but that'll be exciting to read through. I do have the manga version of those chapters, but I feel like getting the light novel version as well, which I believe is the original, has me a bit excited. Also, after Heroines airs, have consecutive episodes. Like the 26 or whatever that we're getting in a year, they're airing consecutively, which is really nice. I wasn't sure if we were gonna get another like 3 month, 6 month break before episodes, but it looks like they'll be doing 26 6 month break, 26 6 month break, unless they decide on changing anything. And I'm imagining we keep this intro until the break and they come back. I'm also pretty sure they added stuff in this opening since we first began. I really like this opening. I am excited to see what the next Elbaf one we get though is. Because Egghead cooked with every single opening we got. I get into it. I'm so excited about this episode. Starting with him. Start with Shamrock. Gotta aura farm a little bit. I do love the long hair on Shamrock. Conquer the New World. I love the black and gold. So good. Under the world government's control. Ooh. That music note that they used as we transitioned into the title, that was actually kind of nice. I like that. Reminded me almost like The Witcher. I love her long sleeves when she's not fighting. What do you got to say, my boy Loki? We do know that he knows Shanks, so what he tells Loki here, to be honest. Yeah, the voice actor choice is so immaculate. How they're connected. Good question. Opposite sides of the world. I like that um, dialogue line. Is my estranged younger twin brother. Once. Oh, I thought it was twice he returned to the Holy Land. It might have just been once. Bro's gonna unleash on you. They are just adding fuel to the fire of Loki, who just beating on him while he's chained up. Directing and everything this episode's looking great. Bro would not take kindly to that. Oh, I don't think he cares. Oh, let's see it. Oh, that color was sick. Oh, the eyes opening up on it. Oh, yeah. It almost reminds me of, like, the Magellan, like, pink, poison. And, yes, so he does not have it well, he could have a devil fruit too, but n th to our knowledge, he does not have a devil fruit. He has a weapon with a devil fruit. And if I remember right, it's a mythical one. Such a cool way to show that transformation. Yeah, and it does have the Cerberus. Oh, the color is so good. I was wondering what they were gonna look like. Oh, yeah, that smoke fire effect is so sick. 3 blades. I forgot it. The eyes look so. Oh, is she making the bird? Yeah. Well, plane, I guess. Scramble. Oh man, that's all. Okay, they kind of cooked with this moment. It's nothing like absolutely bonkers like animation wise, but it's like the aesthetic and everything. All like the choices are so cool. Getting to see this in the anime is sick as hell. Easing a potential future conflict. I see Shamrock being either a Shanks opponent or maybe a Blackbeard. God, just flying around. Dude, they're like fucking missiles with the fire on the back and the spinning. Actually try to escape now, too. Luffy save. I actually don't remember how this is stopped. I assume it's. Oh, actually, we don't have the key yet. Oh, God. I forgot he just eats it. Damn, I forgot how fucking durable Loki is in this arc. I forgot he ate that attack as well. I thought he just took stuff from Gunko. Although I remember Shamrock using that attack. I just going after the kids first, like some scumbags. Dude, the sound effects and OSTs this episode are really nice. Summon one more. One more. Don't they summon two more? Also have strength sleep. Oh, I think they teased my boy in the last episode as well, which I'm really excited to see. Oh yeah, thinking it's Shanks. You guys are lucky you're alive. I for sure thought they got taken fully out of the picture, but as I said in the last episode, with One Piece, you never count someone dead until they tell you or you see an actual dead body. Shanks wanna be in disguise. Rose just glazing. Mm-mm. That honestly, we know he left though, so we should know it's not him. Much more cheery and never bossy. To be fair, without a good reason, I can actually believe in, but I do think Luffy, um, I still think there's a good chance. Um, I still think we might get a Davy Black fight with Shanks, or um, Shanks is gonna get taken out by Blackbeard. I guess Shamrock could as well, but in my head, I've always pictured Shanks getting taken out by Luffy or by Blackbeard. But this is actually a tease from so early in One Piece. We first saw my boy. Also, interesting that no mention of Uta there. I forget if in canon has Luffy never met Uta. Because I she exists in canon. Um, but I don't know if he would have ever met her in canon. Of how happy Frankie is. 20 million. He stole all our money. Feed in fucking Usopp shit and then took all the money. Getting picked up like a little fucking toy. A little bit won't hurt. Did he do that in the manga? I don't I don't remember him doing that. That's fucking hilarious. I unlearned makes sense why it's so expensive. Yeah, exactly. Especially because I think largely you'd have to get it mostly from the upper yard. Or like upper area. Well, oh my. Ancient children's drawings. Full heritage. During the Void Century. This panel that we're about to get to see up here and the panel with all the contenders for the final arc at the end of Egghead are some of the best 2 panels we've gotten in One Piece. No, it's everyone. Wars between races, but never cultural. Game. Very much in line with what Ika is, or Joy Boy is. I think we end the episode on that, or that chapter with that, so. It. Iwa. Dude, I won't lie, I do not remember this dude. I remember it being called the Walrus School, and his design makes total sense. I do not remember his character. Don't I only remember oh, what's her name? The female teacher that's hanging around Saul. Right there. The girl. Ova. God. What a design. Same like glasses as like Zoro. Showing just how happy and peaceful this is before everything goes down is kind of sad. Honestly, all of those might have been new scenes or just extended slightly. Hey. And I either don't trust that bird, there's something with that bird. Or owl, I guess it's not a bird. The details on the dust there is cool. Quite old. Alright. Darius Miss. Yeah, we saw in one of the last episodes, like all of the pirates had a different idea of what Nika is. Oh, what Sun God is like, exactly. I think God of Laughter was one of them. God of Destruction. I've also always found this interesting. This whole like destruction element that they've introduced in Elbaf very much reminds me of Fishman Island, where Luffy was authorized to destroy all of Fishman Island. Um, which, as far as we know, has to come true at some point. Because her predictions have never been wrong before, unless that counts as being time. Oh, everyone hitting the foes. Honestly, it's like him reading a little book to her as well. Kind of adorable. Oh, this will be fun having Robin narrate it. Third chapter is about the world we live in today. Future. Oh, we've had that dribble on through different locations. But oh, this is the scene I saw from the last week's. I love the shot of like the lights coming up. It reminds me of the end of Wano with all the lanterns flying up. Oh, we had Usopp doing it. And oh, with the music building though. That is ominous. Alright, here we go. The first world. In the earth there was fire. Mankind succumbed to greed and touched the forbidden flame. I've always assumed this is like a power source that they use that Vegapunk was talking about. God of Earth rage with the Serpent of Hellfire. That's one of the gods introduced in Skypiea. They will never meet. I'm loving how they're animating parts of this before we see the big picture. The second world. In emptiness there was breath. The forest god tamed demons. Son, forest god, if you know, you know from the manga, there is a theory of who that is. The half moon dreamed. Those of the moon dreamed. Mankind killed the sun and become god. This is all the Skypians. And the sea of the gods formed. Which I assume is Poseidon. The third world. This is the current present day. Within the chaos, there was a void. Inconvenient remnants recall the promised day. The void century. Hear the voice of the broken moon. God dances and laughs, guiding the world to its end. Sun god brings a new morning, almost like rebirth. Oh, and they will surely meet. They never meet, they never meet, they meet. So Luffy's gonna bring everyone together. Oh, fuck. I will never not be that panel. They cooked. I was wondering if they were just gonna pull out, show the entire thing, and have dialogue over top of it. The choice to go over little bits of it, while talking about all the dialogue, and then pulling back. And then also the choice to do like the Nika dance with all the almost floating lights coming up, and then transitioning to Robin narrating about it, all just like mwah, perfect. That is everything I wanted from that episode. Um, yeah, I am so glad that that moment hit because this is one of my probably favorite chapters of the manga. Um, there was a part of me that almost wanted this to be. I just don't think it was quite possible with the material. But could you imagine if this episode was like on par with episode 1115 or 1015? That's what it is. That episode, the way everything was combined together was really awesome. But this was still fantastic and probably one of my favorite episodes of all of Egghead. Or not Egghead, Elbaf, I mean. Just sitting there listening to that dialogue with Robin narrating it is so good. I actually forgot Robin was the one narrating it. Because it's text in the manga, and like we see her reading the book and whatnot with Saul, but I didn't. Not something I was really thinking about when it was happening, but I really, really enjoyed that. Yeah. I quickly just want to go back to this panel. But yeah, this whole sequence from the point where they start dancing and the book gets pulled out. I love all these choices and to like go scrolling through the painting and all of this and getting like close-ups of it all. I really enjoy. They cooked. They absolutely cooked. And this mural thing is one of the best panels in One Piece. There's so much to dissect as well in this. If you see, you can't really see with the way. I mean, guess I could go. Um, um, Green. Let me just quickly see if I can go to this. Alright, now we can see a little bit better. Right there, that is definitely Loki based off the helmet and everything, and you can see him fighting with Nika slash Luffy right there. Um, And then we're assuming Emu with like the power of like the sun in his hand or something along the lines of that. Right here you can see Emmett. Um, and then we also have like the giant serpent right there, which I think some people were. There's been theories that the serpent is actually the red line. I don't know if how exactly that works. But then also if I move out of the way, you can see right here the arc maximum, or at least a similar thing, and it's assumed because there's also a lightning bolt coming down, that this there's a high chance this could be an L or Eneru, which would be so fucking cool. And then we have everything with like the energy or like the power, which also this prayer and like energy source or whatever could maybe be the same similar thing that maybe Emo uses for, like, some of the more demonic powers, but that's not exactly what I'm thinking happening. But it is interesting that it, like, comes from the earth. It's almost like the core like, the, from the core of the earth or something. But also you can see, like, these more, like, advanced type buildings as well and, like, gears and things in the corner because this was the advanced civilization as well, and then, like, all of the ships of Elbaf, and I'm pretty sure it's been a little bit since I looked, but yeah, you can also see next to Loki, there's also Shirahoshi, or at least like that version of the character in the past. Um, and then there is also some fish there, which could be referencing like maybe fishmen or like the Sea Kings. Um, and then I want to say somewhere, I remember, I maybe I'm wrong. I thought I remember seeing something that, like, could reference the minks. But also, you can see in the top right there, I forget if that is what it is, but it does look like the moon. Um, and that would make even more sense because then you have, like, him coming down from the sky. But just overall, like, such an absolutely fantastic panel. I can't wait to see as we find more about this. And just the whole idea of it being, like, children's drawings and almost like the dream of children, I feel like it's so fitting for what Nika is and all of that. Like, just so immaculate. So they cooked with that entire sequence. I loved the hell out of that. We got a little bit more teases of our boy right here. Uh there he is. They were even kind of hinted at who he was with the dialogue there as well, which is fun. Um Everything with Loki and Shamrock's start as well was really awesome. I love the way they showcased, Shamrock's power. Very fun, like, the artistic choices on it and the way they showed off the transformation of it and everything, um, really well done. I love how they actually draw this out because it was a pretty quick moment in the manga, if I remember right, um, but it allowed a little bit more depth and whatnot, and Cerberus looks so clean. I'm generally not one that's opposed to a lot of Otis coloring designs. Like, there's usually only a couple that I don't really like. Like, honestly, the worst coloring design is younger Saint Garling. That design is horrific, those color schemes. But generally I love what Oda does with coloring, like Loki and the like pink hair and whatnot is I love. This design is so clean. The like purple and then like the darker purple and then like the red with the like the black like spiky chains and everything looks so cool. Cerberus in general is a really cool concept for power. I like that Shamrock isn't he might have a devil fruit as well, but I assume not. So it's really fun that he has a devil fruit weapon. Because it's a concept introduced forever ago in One Piece, and it's just a really fun one. Yeah. So could not be more happy with this episode. Literal absolute cinema getting to see this animated. Um, Honestly, I think every episode from now on in Elbaf is gonna be peak. They've shown in Elbaf that the base quality for these episodes is so high. Like, I absolutely fucking adored Egghead. There was a couple episodes that were lower priority slash quality. I don't think we've ever hit the lows of Egghead. Um, I don't know if we've necessarily passed the highs of Egghead yet, but we're also not at like anything particularly crazy yet. And there has been some really immaculate moments, and just like the way Elbaf is looking and everything, I'm really enjoying in the anime. So once we get to these more intense moments and whatnot, I think it is going to showcase that they know what they're doing. Um, and just like base quality and like character acting in almost every single episode now, and just like the depth. Because One Piece was always funny. Like sometimes you'd be watching and it would look perfectly fine and like so like depth and like the episode would look so good. Then you would flick to the next episode and it looked so 2D and like there was so little depth to the characters. Um, but now a lot of the times now I feel like you see the depth, even if it's not like always as like heightened or whatnot. And like the lighting and everything, and so many little details are so immaculately done that I am so happy with the anime. I could not be more pleased. But yeah, other than that, I will catch you guys all later. I hope you enjoyed this watch along, a really fun episode, and I will see you guys next week for One Piece Heroines. Peace.